What is up?
How's it going?
Party people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, straight up.
We 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 lived it up in LA and definitely partied, didn't we?
I didn't.
Me either.
Yeah, so kind of getting right into it, I guess. So Andrew came out to LA
I
with,
did.
with a friend, or I guess
Mhm.
coworker,
Yep,
and it was a good time.
it was, wasn't it?
Right.
It went
So,
by fast.
did it?
I think so.
Yeah. So you had a fun start to it. You had a very late flight. Because what
Yeah,
time? Because you got to your hotel like what, like 1:30 a.m.
1:15ish. Yeah,
So much fun.
yeah. It was great.
It sounds so much fun. I want to do that every day.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
Yeah, man.
It was not that. I mean, so honestly, the getting in at 1:30 wasn't the best, but it was coming home that was worst.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, taking the red eye was not,
Not fun.
no. Nope.
Not fan.
No, because we left at 11 o'clock LA time.
Yeah.
We got in at 6:30 Michigan time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So, and I can't sleep on planes.
No, it's hard to.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. My coworker slept
Well, I'm sure.
the whole way there.
Well, awesome.
And then halfway through, she leans over and her head is on my shoulder. I'm like,
Bruh. Not fan.
but no,
Not
no,
not about that life.
not about that life at all.
No.
I was like,
So
this is awkward.
yeah. So you came in on Thursday night, and then
Mm-hmm.
what did you do on Friday? Just kind of hung out.
What did we do on Friday?
I think you said you went shopping a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Um, we went to CVS, Whole Foods.
Dude, as a tourist, you just got to go there. You can't find those everywhere.
Well, to be fair, I needed things at CVS
Well,
and I think
alrighty.
and at Whole Foods.
There you go.
Not like food products, but
Right.
like
Other
that.
stuff.
Yeah, like the collagen protein powder.
Oh, yeah.
I needed those. Which we went to Whole Foods first, and I didn't know they sold those at CVS, so I didn't really need to go to two different.
There you go.
And I think we went to Target.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know.
Sometimes you don't need a reason.
This is true.
And then
And then
we,
we went out for dinner.
yeah, we went to the Santa Monica Pier, which is fun.
It was really fun.
And I've never been there like in the evening when it starts to get dark out, so that was cool for me.
The lights were really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool spot for sure.
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
For sure. Then Saturday, we did the Warner Bros. Studio tour,
Yeah, we did.
which was a joyful time. We saw a few sets. There was like the DC area and the Harry Potter world where we got our houses.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were a Slytherin and now you're a Gryffindor.
Well, according to J.K. Rowling, I'm a Slytherin.
Well, the sorting hat says you're a Gryffindor.
I'm gonna take that.
And I used to be a Ravenclaw, and now I'm confirmed a Ravenclaw. So we good there. It's confirmed.
It was confirmed.
That's right.
It was.
By the magic button that the girl pressed off to the side.
I know.
But I'll take that as the real thing.
Well, you really feel like it fits you, so we're gonna confirm it.
And oh yeah, we went to the friend's couch in Central Perk.
In Central Park, which was cool.
Yeah.
We also went to the Friends Fountain.
Oh yeah, that was cool too.
Yes, sir.
And then we did a little bit of hiking.
We did.
For sure. Which was good. We went to Topanga State Park, which you agreed that it always just makes us think of Boy Meets World.
Topanga.
How can you not?
So was it you or was it Jordan, my coworker, that I was telling? I had a Facebook friend, one of those like acquaintances that you add on Facebook, but you don't really know them.
Right.
And she posted a GIF of Topanga on my Facebook post and the two pictures of the hiking, and it says Topanga State Park. And she posted a GIF of Topanga going like this with like doing tribal paint on her face, and I was like, why are you posting that? Like I didn't get it at first, and then I was like, oh,
right.
Topanga.
Topanga. Well, that just makes sense.
It took me a while.
Yeah, there you go. And for dinner, I think it was that night that we did a place called Public School, which is one of my favorite restaurants out here.
I just like the whole area.
Yeah, Culver City is a fun area.
Yeah.
For sure.
I just, yeah, that area is really cool. And it's a cool restaurant too.
Yeah. For sure.
Except the second time I went there, the wait staff was not very nice.
Oof. Ridiculous.
I know, right?
Man.
Well, what else? I think that's all we did on Saturday, right?
Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot else. But the next day we got some In-N-Out because you got to do In-N-Out when you're out here. It's
We
like
didn't have animal style though.
Not this time, next time. For sure. Yeah, that was good. And then we went back to Santa Monica Beach, hung out there for a little bit, left your coworker to sleep on the beach while we walked around a little bit. Ooh, and this is something I forgot about because we went to the Santa Monica Pier as she was sleeping and we saw some street performers and whatever, but we also saw a bunch of cops around this guy and we think he got stabbed.
We're not sure.
We're not sure, but there were paramedics and police out there and a guy lying down on a bench with like a whatever you call it, like one of those surgical pads or whatever around his like stomach or whatever, around his like his groin area.
It was like almost like that medical tape.
Yeah, with like
that clear, like not clear, but that white clearish medical tape that they put.
Yeah, it looked like there was like some kind of cloth or cotton underneath it too. So
almost, yeah. We're just assuming he got stabbed because why else would they put that on there?
Well, yeah, because when we first passed by, we could hear him like kind of like yell out a little bit. So like we're thinking that like maybe it had just recently happened. So I don't know. But it was weird because at first glance, like I didn't see any like dripping blood or anything. So it's like you wonder what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm assuming he got stabbed.
Something like that.
Because we didn't hear gunshots.
Nah, like that had like just happened. We would have heard it.
We would have heard the gunshots for sure.
Yeah, even from a distance. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, did a little shopping, went to dinner later. That was kind of it.
We went to that expensive restaurant in Santa Monica.
Whenever.
Yeah, and we had to leave you early because then we had that stupid.
Oh yeah, so what was that about?
It's so funny.
Because what did you think it was?
So we thought, from what Jordan described, because I didn't see any of the thing.
Right.
Jordan saw it. She read me a little bit, and I was like, whatever. It was $65, and I was like, you owe me 65, so we'll just call it even.
Right.
And so we thought it was in this like mansion place kind of thing where like almost like you went and it was like a bar, kind of like there was the main room where you got drinks or whatever.
Yeah.
And just kind of like chilled. And then if you wanted to take the tour of the haunted mansion, you could. If you didn't want to, you just stayed in the main room. Like we just thought it was like a chill kind of thing.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
So we go in jeans and a hoodie.
Right.
I don't know why we decided to do that, even if it was what we thought it was.
Right.
And we pull up.
Oh boy.
And everyone's in costumes or formal dresses.
Right.
Music blaring like it's a rager. We're just like, okay.
Cool.
So we're not going to that.
Right.
We good? We straight?
Right. See, we should have done that little fall festival that was near my place.
I know.
Should have done it.
But she didn't want to.
Ridiculous.
I don't think she did. She didn't say it like directly.
Right.
But I don't think she did.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, I mean, we were cracking up about it.
Yeah, that's good at least. But that doesn't sound like it was worth $65.
No. Not at all.
Right. Ridiculous.
It was so funny though.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, only we would do that.
Right.
Like, only, like, and then, yeah, so that was the last day I saw you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I was super busy Monday and Tuesday with work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And then Monday, what did we do Monday? She wanted to lay by the pool. Even though Monday wasn't the nicest day.
Right.
It wasn't a pool day.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't eat a lot that day, so I was like, we need to go eat something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now.
Right.
I'm fading. And then I went to the Brady Bunch house.
There you go.
I saw the Brady Bunch house.
Where is that?
It was
somewhere.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Ooh, the suspense is killing me.
It was in LA somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Like in the city of LA.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was cool.
Show.
It had security outside of it,
There you go.
which was interesting.
That's interesting.
It was. I don't know why.
Because
There was, like,
I visited the Mrs. Doubtfire house in San Francisco, and that did not have security.
I know. I don't understand why it had security out there.
Right.
But there was literally, I'll show you.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know. But it was cool to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
I couldn't tell you.
we didn't. Oh, then we went back and watched. We got alcohol.
Yeah.
And then we went back and watched Extremely Wicked, and then
There you go.
whatever the rest of that title is.
Right.
Because Jordan had never seen it, and I was like, excuse me.
Right.
That's my boy.
Right.
You need to see my boy's movie.
That's right.
And it's about Ted Bundy. So we're about watching this.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we started diagnosing serial killers, which was fun.
It's a good time.
Then what do we do Tuesday? Tuesday we had to go to lunch in Woodland. So it's like by Calabasas. Like outside of LA.
Yeah.
In the mountains. We went to lunch with her grandparents there.
Okay.
And then we went to Glendale.
Cool.
To Little Armenia.
Yeah.
I got some Armenian pastries.
You have to.
They were so good.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah. There you go.
Which was funny because, so this is funny. So we went to two bakeries and we both were like, these are sketch. No.
Right.
And then we found one and I was like, all right, we're just going to go in.
Right.
I'm going to get my Nazook. And we're going to go. So we got it. We ate it there. We left. And we're driving to the airport after. Yeah. And we're like 5 minutes into the drive. And all of a sudden they see like City of Burbank. I'm like, we're already in Burbank?
Right.
What? And then she's like, I think this is by our hotel. We were literally 5 minutes from Glendale and we didn't know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're like 5-10 minutes from Glendale. And I was like, oh, wait, I could have been doing this the whole trip.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right. Ridiculous.
What?
Come on now.
Next time I come out there, I'm taking you and we're going to get Armenian food.
Well, that's fine because when I come back at Christmas, we're going to Frankenmuth and I'm introducing you to some German food.
I love Frankenmuth.
It's just great.
And I'm going to, you're going to eat Armenian food and you're going to like it.
Oh, you assume.
You are.
Okay.
No, you are.
I believe you.
Then we just went to the airport and chilled.
Yeah.
So that was like
Cool.
the whole.
Yeah. So I think we talked about this in an earlier podcast about what I thought of LA and how, for me, it compares to Michigan and like the differences and stuff. But what did you think? Like, what were some of the big differences that you think of between Michigan and LA?
The people.
Yeah. You mean there are not people getting stabbed all the time in Commerce, Michigan?
The mean streets of Commerce, I'm telling you.
Right. It's insane.
Like gangs out here, man. And not a bunch of hillbillies.
That's right. For sure.
Honestly, LA is very, there is, I think you summed it up pretty well, like the differences, and I kind of agree with what you said the differences were. Like the it's like hard to describe, but I feel like the people are different.
Oh, they are, for sure.
Yeah, like the people are different, and just like I don't know, like it's more extreme. Like in Michigan, you have the nice areas, like
Yeah,
Birmingham, right?
yeah,
But like there, Birmingham is like middle class.
yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And so, and it's just different. Like, so Michigan, our landscape is very flat,
Yeah,
and we have a lot of lakes and a lot of trees, whereas California is a desert. So you're
oh yeah.
seeing mountains. Like, it's just a different scenery, too.
Yeah, because I feel like wherever you go in LA, like you can see a mountain somewhere in the distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's also, yeah, to your point of the dryness, like when I came back on a flight one time to LA, like you totally see why it's so dry because it's a desert out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't really think about it on the ground because you see like all the buildings and the streets and stuff, but from the sky, like it's a desert out there.
It's a desert.
Right.
Yeah.
And it also makes sense too, because like I think it was like a week and a half ago or maybe more that we got a thunderstorm. I've been out here for 6 months. That is my first thunderstorm out here.
We get
Like,
regularly here.
yeah, like out here, like we had a few days that were like misting kind of, but like not really anything. But yeah, that was our first actual rainstorm and thunderstorm.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Also,
California is different.
yeah. Also, there are no seasons. I
Oh,
was talking.
it got chilly.
I did get a little chilly, but that's it.
It got
But
chilly. But you're right.
I was talking to one
Not
of
Michigan
my
chilly.
I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she said, like, yeah, I haven't seen snow in LA since I was in second grade. I'm like, oh, cool,
It's like a yearly thing here.
right? And it stays for a little too long.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Way too long.
I moved out here in April. Like it might have been the week after I left that my parents sent pictures, and it's like, hey, we just got a little dusting of snow in April.
Always. Always.
I feel like if that happened in LA, people would just freak out.
Well, people in Michigan freak out.
Well, true.
Like, you've seen this every year. Why are you freaking out?
Yeah, I remember the day after, or it might have been the evening after the thunderstorm. Like it had stopped raining like an hour ago, and I went and got a burger at a burger place, and that was close to me. And the guy at the counter, as I was ordering, was like, "Did you see all the rain? That was so crazy." I'm like, in my mind, like, "No, it wasn't." Like that's
All the rain?
like how is a little rain crazy?
By the way, can we just talk about how my coworker said she didn't like burgers?
I was insulted on behalf of the burgers
I know, both of us were like, what?
because like in terms of like food that's like not good for you, that's like my favorite. Like
Dude,
I love a good burger.
doesn't love a burger.
Her,
Like,
I think she's the only one
uh, how?
because
How?
even vegetarians and vegans will eat like a vegan version of a burger,
Or a veggie burger.
right? So even they still want burgers.
Dude, because burgers are delicious.
They are amazing. You can serve them up in so many different ways.
Right?
Literally at that restaurant that we went to public school, I think I told you that there is a peanut butter and jelly burger.
Yes, I saw that and I was very tempted.
I remember the first time I went there, I sat at the bar and I ordered from him and I got a different burger, but I said like I had to ask, I'm like, the peanut butter and jelly burger, like, is that good? And he's like, oh yeah, that's our most popular thing on the menu. I'm like, really? That I don't know. To me that seems weird, but I think I might have to be brave one time and try it because apparently it's amazing.
I expect a review
Yeah,
because I was tempted.
I was too, but then I saw the beer me cheeseburger, which has cheese sauce, bacon, and crispy onion straws on it, and it was so good.
See, I love how I was like tempted between those two and I ended up getting a completely different thing.
Come on now.
What I got was really good though.
Right. A show.
You just got chili.
I was a loser, but it was very good. It was like,
But you love chili, so
yeah, but it was good. It was like a pulled pork chili, which was really good.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
You can't go wrong with a good chili.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, especially in the winter. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
chili and cornbread. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's that's like grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Ugh,
Like it just goes together, you know.
so good.
Right.
So good.
It's a little too good.
Just a little bit.
So what would you rather have? Chili and cornbread or grilled cheese and tomato soup?
Personally, grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Okay.
What about you?
I gotta go with chili. Because I love like a good like ground beef chili, like ground beef, beans, onions, topped off with cheddar cheese.
Oh, for sure.
It's so good.
For sure.
And it's like I, I don't even know why, but like it's so much more satisfying, like I said, in the winter. It's like something about
It's a
chili.
comfort food for sure.
Yeah. I came across a recipe for crock pot chili and it was so good. So
I love a good chili with some cheese on it and a good bread.
so I know that some people put sour cream on their chili. Are you that kind of person?
Um, I have before. It's not a necessity.
Right.
It's not bad. Why? Do you not like it?
I was going to say, personally, for me, I'm not a huge fan of sour cream.
Fair.
Like, it's not that I hate it, but just for me, like, it doesn't necessarily make a dish better for me. Like, I'm fine without it, you know?
Fair.
Like, as long as I have chili in my belly, I am happy.
I mean, so the only times I really like sour cream, and they're not like it's not like a necessity for me,
Yeah.
is on tacos, on chicken tortilla soup,
Okay.
sometimes,
I,
and on chili sometimes. But generally on chili, all I do is just cheese,
yeah,
and that's it.
that's right.
Yeah, sour creams. mm, It's not one of those things that I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Right.
I don't hate it, but it's not like amazing.
Right. Also, for me, the name is off-putting. Like, it's sour cream. Like, that just sounds like you shouldn't be eating it. Like, nobody's going to drink sour milk, right?
I just don't get why they call it sour cream.
Right. That makes me think like, oh, has it been sitting out for too long, or
Well, like when I think of sour cream, I think like a milk curdled.
Right.
So yeah, the name is kind of off-putting.
Yeah. It's so random, but I remember in college, I shared a townhouse with a few people, and we had a jug of milk that was in the fridge for way too long. So when I went to make some cereal, I poured my cereal and I poured the milk, and chunks came out. And I'm like, ugh,
That's gross.
that's so it just like completely ruins your appetite.
Ugh.
And it's
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
well, like I'm not eating today.
Right? Or the smell of it is gross too.
Oh, it's so rancid.
So gross.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
We got off topic from California.
Yeah, we did.
I will say, my ears would not like living out there.
Really?
Nope. Because it's so hilly.
Yeah.
My ears kept popping.
Yeah.
Like,
Because yeah, you came from Burbank to my area, and you were like going up and down those hills.
my ears do not like that.
Oh, especially going up to Topanga State Park.
Oh yeah, my ears were hurting.
Yeah, because we got some pretty steep roads there.
But what was weird is like as we were walking up the hills,
Yeah,
my ears didn't hurt. It was just in the car.
maybe it's because we weren't walking at too fast of a speed.
That could be.
I don't know.
That might have something to do with like the pressure.
Yeah, maybe.
Like my ears might be able to regulate the pressure more if it's slower. They would not like it if I lived out there.
But I will say that the sites that we saw, you don't get those in Michigan though.
No, you do not.
It's very pretty. I'm still to the point where like I look out on it, I'm like, I can't believe I live here.
To me, I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. I think for me, it's because it's like I spent, almost 30 years of my life in Michigan. So it's like to just completely go to a completely new environment is like, it takes a long time to adjust.
Yeah. And you're going from like, I don't even know what kind of, like what you would call Michigan. It's not like a forest, but it's like,
Right. There is a word for it.
yeah, I can't think of it. To a desert, you're going to like different.
Yeah. And also going from Michigan to like, I'm 10 minutes from the Pacific Ocean, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest thing for me, like, is just the culture shock because I went from tiny little town in Michigan, little suburban area to one of the biggest and most well-known cities in America. And like everybody's living here and it's like city life. So like you see so many more crazy things than you would in Milford, Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm. I like my little town.
Like even when you were out there, like we thought we saw a guy get stabbed. And for me, it's like at this point, I'm so numb to it that it's like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
That's just happened. Whatever. Well, and it's crazy because like I hear sirens go by my apartment every day, you know? So it's like it's just so normal to me now.
Yeah.
And also like I think like also if you're going there on vacation, like you're going to a lot of like touristy areas, so like you're not necessarily seeing all the bad stuff that you would necessarily see. For me, it's like I'm seeing all that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's completely different when you like I think we even talked about this. it's completely different when you vacation versus when you live there.
Yeah, because you're going to the touristy areas, and like obviously people are keeping the riffraff out of those areas for the tourists. So it's like if you live here, you're going to those other areas that have the riffraff.
Or it's so packed that you don't see the riffraff.
Right. Yeah. It is crazy. And also for me, like just seeing like all the homeless people and all the tents out there, it's just so sad because we drove past, like you, me, and your coworker drove past an area right by me, and there I had pointed out that there's like a homeless guy sleeping on a bench, and I had told you guys that like 9 out of 10 times this guy is just sleeping on that bench, and I can't.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even moving. Like that 1 out of 10 times he might not be there, or he might be sitting up, but 90% of the time, even in the middle of the day, like he's sleeping on that bench. And I saw another guy just today in that same, like on that same corner, and he was just sleeping on the sidewalk. And it's like it's honestly it's like it's sad, like these guys are just like sleeping on the ground, like on the sidewalk
Yeah.
in the middle of the day, right? Like
Yeah. And down here, the only place you get that in Michigan is like if you go to Detroit or
right,
Pontiac.
right, yeah. I think in Milford, I don't know if this guy's still around, but he used to be like when I was in high school and stuff. There was this homeless guy, and he had his little cart, and he would just go around the downtown area, and he would like collect cans out of the garbage cans or out of the garbage bins. And he was kind of known like in Milford and like at my high school and stuff because he was the only homeless person that we had seen in the area, right? Whereas in LA, like they're literally everywhere. They're all over the place.
Which is sad.
It is.
Yeah. I think that's sad. Like I feel like no more needs to be done about that.
Well, I
And
guess
it's hard.
I had talked to someone out here who had said, I think that like the government like gives California like a certain amount of money to kind of help them take care of that, but they don't. Like they don't take care of it. So it's like, of course, like these people in power are taking this money and not doing anything about it.
They just they want the money.
Right. Like who cares about other people? Like as long as we have the money, which like of course affects everyone, like the homeless people and people like me who get yelled at by crazy homeless women.
Yeah.
Now
It,
for me, like I pass by, I'm like whatever. But I mean, if I see a person that we're kind of walking in the same direction or towards each other, and they're clearly crazy, like I will completely reroute my walk or wherever I'm going to avoid that person. It's like I shouldn't have to do that, right? Like it's so annoying to do that, but I do because I don't want another one of those situations.
oh, I mean, even like me and my coworker who deal with mental illness every day,
Yeah,
we were in the car and we were like, there was a homeless person. I think we were by your place, and we were like, we were both like, oh, there's persons coming towards us, like,
right.
and we
And
should,
that,
that should be. I feel like because, and I don't know the exact statistic, but I do know a lot of homeless people deal with mental illness,
yeah,
and I feel like that just shows that how mental illness is in our society, like how we think of it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's hard because we used to have the psych units or the psychiatric hospitals, like the asylums, and they were horrible.
Yeah,
And we wouldn't want those back.
right,
But also we need to do something,
right.
for mental illness.
Yeah, yeah. That's like the biggest thing. Like, if I could change anything about LA, it would be just get the homeless people off the streets.
Yeah.
Other than that, I feel like if we got every homeless person off the streets, or at least most of them, I feel like LA would improve so much.
Hmm.
Because they're not out there. You don't have all the tents out there. You're helping out those people. Like, I feel like everybody benefits from that, but it's just these people in power. They just want to keep that money for themselves, which I don't know how that's legal, but you know,
Well, it's the government who's holding them in charge.
right? I don't know, man.
That's the thing.
This got
If
to,
our government literally did half of the shit it's supposed to do correctly, and
yeah,
we would probably be in 10 times better spot,
yeah. This got really happy.
right?
This is like my favorite topic ever.
Government?
Government and homeless people. It's my favorite combination,
I fucking hate the government
right?
so much.
Like, even if your political party's in power, you still got to know, like, they're not great people.
No,
Like,
no.
they're saying things that I want to hear. Okay, they're still terrible people.
They'll say things that you want to hear,
Yeah,
but they don't, their actions don't line up.
yeah. Like, that's the thing, is like, I'm very, very neutral in terms of parties. And that's just partly because, like, I know that both sides are just trash. Like, they'll just say whatever,
For different reasons, right?
like they'll just say whatever you want to hear, and then they'll just
I
do
know.
whatever they want to do.
I know.
Like, they do not care about the common people.
Well, no, and that's what I find so funny. It's like literally there's psych experiments about this, not specifically with government, but just in general, like with power. And so we all know when people get in power, it goes to
Right? Like, what do people in power want? More power, more money.
literally. And it changes people. Like, I don't know. Ooh, that would be a good movie. Have you seen the Stanford Project?
No,
No?
no.
So good. So it's a movie, and it's basically when did Zimmerman do this? I think it was in the 70s, 80s, possibly. Anyway, this social psychologist, he did an experiment um, where he basically he took I don't know how many college students, and he basically divided them into prisoners and prison guards. And the prisoners, he literally would show, like, they had police show up to their house, like they were being jailed, brought them into, it was at Stanford University. They had like one of the floors, they transformed into a prison. And he had to shut it down within 24 to 48 hours because the prison guards that were just normal people, they were just college students, literally became so, like, they were acting like really mean and prison,
Yeah,
like it got crazy.
yeah,
um that literally it was supposed to go on for a week or 2 weeks,
yeah.
and he had to shut it down within like the first 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. It was 1971.
Okay.
And he wanted to look at Zimbardo. It wasn't Zimmerman, Zimbardo did it. So that, I mean, it's a really good movie.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's based on his literal experiment.
Yeah. For sure.
So,
Yeah.
and it's funny because that's basically what he found was that some guards exhibited abusive behavior towards prisoners. Oh wait, it says the study was canceled 6 days later.
Okay.
After debriefing with his guards and prisoners, analyzed. Yeah, so it got bad.
Yeah, for sure. Crazy.
I mean, for a psych nerd like me, it was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like you wouldn't expect them to take on, but that was my point is anyone in power gets that mindset. Like,
yeah. Right. So anyway, to sum up, California is fun.
well, if I got more sleep, it would be more fun.
Right. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
It was too.
Yeah, man.
It was cool to get out of LA too and go to like near Calabasas, like Woodland Hills.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people when they visit LA, like they stay like right in LA, but like there's so much more to do, you know?
I even like staying in Burbank, like
Yeah.
even though that's part of LA, but like
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm technically in LA as well, but you know, and that's the crazy thing. It's like I've been here for over 6 months now, and it's like I have never been to downtown LA, and honestly, like that can wait for me because like I love all the other stuff you can do, like the parks and the beaches and stuff, you know. For sure.
exactly.
Although there are some restaurants in downtown LA that I want to try, so I'll have to plan a day.
Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of the tourist stuff isn't in downtown LA.
Right. Like I feel like it's mainly the walk, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Chinese Theater. Like that's
Isn't it downtown?
yeah.
Okay.
But for me, that's really all I can think of.
Yeah.
I,
And even that, like, I don't know. I'm not impressed with that kind of stuff. Like even Times Square in New York, I was like,
right,
no.
right,
I like the country. I'm not a city girl.
right. Yeah,
I like the country.
yeah. That's for me. It's like I could spend a day at Topanga State Park, but it's like I I would just feel like I would want to go to downtown LA, do what I have to do, and then leave. You know.
Hmm.
But yeah, spending a day at the beach or a park, like heck yeah,
Yeah, I could do that.
for
A
sure.
little too ADHD just to just lay on a beach,
Yeah, true.
unless I'm in the mood.
Right.
Otherwise, my ADHD gets to me and I get very bored easily.
Yeah. Well, if you're just, I don't know. For me, if I'm going out, like I want to be doing something, you know.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna be like I'm not like, hey, I'm gonna go out today and sleep.
Yeah, no.
Sleeping is for nighttime.
Especially when I'm on vacation, right?
Right,
I'm not gonna waste one of my days there sleeping on a beach.
right.
Like,
Andrea wants to see people get stabbed. All right.
I want to see serial killers. Let's go.
That's right. Do you want me to turn into one? You can like see a documentary on me if you want.
Could you?
I will.
You were trying to kill me at Topanga State Park. So.
Listen, there's no service out there and not a lot of people.
You were trying to kill me.
And then your mom calls me and it's like, hey, where's Andrea? I'm like, listen, I don't know. I saw her at Topanga State Park, but she just disappeared. I don't know.
Ooh, now you're going to like a Brian Laundry.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. I went on vacation with her and I came home.
You got me. You might want to contact the Holiday Inn.
They'd be like, what?
Huh?
This girl checked out.
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
Tell ya.
Oh man.
Anyway, that's probably about it for the podcast.
Yeah. We didn't do, I mean, we did, it felt like we did a lot, but we didn't really do that much.
Right.
Which is good because
Right.
it was a much needed relaxation.
Yeah. For sure.
And then tomorrow I am meeting Frodo
There you go.
at Comic-Con.
I have not met him yet, so you just one up me on that. But I have met Sam and Pippin. I've met half of the hobbits.
I would rather meet Pippin than Frodo.
Right.
Although Elijah Woods, I don't know if I might just stand in line to say hi to him.
Yeah.
Because his a picture with him is $100.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not paying $100 to get a picture with you.
Right. Dude, you need to get him to laugh though, because he has the greatest laugh.
Phoebe does.
Okay, you got me there.
Lisa Kudrow has the best laugh.
Okay, Elijah Wood is the male version of Lisa Kudrow.
Is he? I don't think I've ever heard of laugh.
It's so great.
Is it?
Yeah. Because, yeah, you need to listen to Dom and Billy's podcast because he's a guest on there and he laughs like a bunch on it and it's so infectious.
I will do that.
Yeah, man.
I will do that. That's funny. I need to. I like Elijah Wood, in all seriousness, is great, but
Yeah.
I'd rather meet Billy.
Right.
Pippin. Love you, Pippin.
Right.
He'd be like, well, thanks.
I just remember because there are certain pictures of Elijah Wood that make him look a lot like Daniel Radcliffe. And they get compared to each other a lot. But that just makes that picture that I sent you with Stephen Colbert that much more funny because Daniel Radcliffe was on a show and he was like, could you take Elijah Wood in a fight? He's like, yeah, heck yeah, I could. And Stephen is just like, are you gonna sit there and take that, Elijah? Dude, you just challenged a wizard and a hobbit.
A wizard would win.
Well, obviously.
A wizard would win.
Right.
Especially against.
Listen, what is he gonna do? Just I don't know, you want some second breakfast or something? Let's put our differences aside.
Right. I mean, I listen. I love the energy of hobbits and just being I just want second breakfast, but they're not gonna win a fight.
No, I saw this picture that was like, when we were young, we wanted to be an elf because like they're so majestic and powerful and immortal. But then you grow up and you just want to be a hobbit, man.
Yeah.
Like you just want second breakfast and a pint. You just want to.
There's-
You just want to hang out with your buddies.
exactly. There's a thing. You've seen Hocus Pocus, right?
Yeah.
So and there was a similar thing with Hocus Pocus, and it's like, as a child, I wanted to be Sarah. The looks, all the boys liked me, and then in the 20s, I wanted to be Winifred, the head bitch in charge, shade queen,
Right. Right.
hates children. And then in my 30s, I realized I'm Mary, motivated by food, binge watches TV, screaming.
Right.
Yes.
That makes sense.
But it's so true. When you're younger, you're like, I want to be that. And then you get older, you're like, no, no, no.
No.
That one.
Right.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
That is what I am.
Yeah.
I am Mary
There you go.
and a hobbit.
Yeah.
I like my second breakfast.
That's right.
And I binge watch TV.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. Well, eat second breakfast is what you're going to do.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
But anyway, I guess that's it
That's
for
it.
the show.
Yes.
And I guess we will see you guys soon.
Later.